Right now, while you're watching this video and relaxing, someone's calling your business and no one's picking up. If they're not leaving a voicemail, they're calling your competitor instead. At this point, it's not about losing leads, it's about freely giving them away. I've been running my AI automation agency for almost a year now, and I've seen firsthand what voice AI can do for small businesses. And more importantly, I've seen what it can't. So let me clear up what an AI receptionist really does, because most people have it wrong. There's a massive disconnect between what this technology can do and what business owners are aware of. That disconnect and misunderstanding is costing you thousands of dollars every single month. Today, I'm going to break down the 5 biggest myths about the AI receptionist industry so you can make an informed decision about whether or not this is right for your business. The number one thing that I hear from business owners right now is they think that the AI receptionist just sounds super robotic and their customers won't respond well to it. And I get it. You've most likely been stuck on one of these old automated phone trees when you call the bank, where it's press 1 for support or 2 for billing. That's what comes to mind when someone says automated phone system or AI receptionist, but that's just not what it is. I previously built a multilingual AI receptionist for a marketing agency in Bosnia, and their biggest concern was that it wouldn't sound human in English or in any other language. So I did what any reasonable business person would do, and I showed him a live demonstration of exactly how this receptionist would sound. Once I showed him that live demonstration, he was absolutely blown away. It was something that he's never heard before. And that reaction makes a lot of sense once you actually understand what the technology is. Modern voice AI uses natural language processing. It doesn't read from a script like a robot. It listens, understands context, and gives responses. It does everything, if not more, than what a real human receptionist does. It's no longer 2015 anymore. The technology has caught up. When your customers call your phone, they're not just going to hang up because they hear an AI receptionist. A lot of the time, they won't even be able to tell. These receptionists can answer questions, book appointments, and take down all important information. And the best part is that it's working at 2 a.m. on a Sunday when you and your staff were nowhere near a phone. A little bit more personal, just because this is something that I had someone actually say directly to me, and it was the first time I've ever heard it. I also particularly like this one because it shows just how big the knowledge gap is surrounding this technology. I was on a cold call not too long ago, and on this call, it was going very, very smooth. The prospect was very responsive, he was very interested, and he saw the value in the service. He was very close to being sold. And the only objection that he brought up was he was scared that the AI receptionist would route his customers to his competitors. Think about what I just said for a second. He thought that someone would give his business a call, his AI receptionist would pick up, and then route it to his competitor. I'm not saying this to make him look bad in any way, shape, or form. We actually had a good laugh about this afterwards. I'm saying this to shed light on just how little information is out there surrounding this technology. So let me just be direct. An AI receptionist is built specifically for you and your business based off your business needs and whatever it is that you need to be done for your business. It quite frankly only has one job, and that job is to pick up every single call that comes in and represent your business to the best of its ability. It's not connected to your competitors. It's not pulling information from the internet. It's a dedicated receptionist built just for your business. The data handling side of things is just as straightforward. Modern day voice AI platforms are built with security in mind. Once again, these platforms are made for business use. It's no longer just a conceptual thing. There's live examples out there. The third myth that I see is that people think that implementing an AI receptionist instantly just means that you have to let people go. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. That is something that can be done, and an AI receptionist has all the capabilities to completely replace a real human receptionist. But in my personal opinion, what I've seen work best is implementing AI receptionists as a means to capture the missed calls that your receptionist can't get to, whether it's after hours or during your regular hours where they're just busy on lunch break or just on the phone already. The AI receptionist goes in and recovers those calls so that you're really never missing a call. The main use of an AI receptionist is to help your staff so they don't have to focus on the routine and repetitive things that come with answering the phone every single day. So now they can focus and spend that same amount of time doing more productive, high leverage things for your business. Recent research shows that AI automation allows business to handle 20 to 30% more calls while reducing the burden that's placed on the team. This may be an unpopular opinion in this space, but the businesses that treat AI as a replacement for employees are deploying it wrong. The businesses that treat AI automation as a tool to support their teams are the ones that are thriving. The fourth myth is that it's too expensive for small businesses. I completely understand why people think this. AI sounds like enterprise technology, something that only the big and the best of the best companies should have access to. And although having this initial thought is completely valid, once you take a look at the numbers, the story it tells is completely different. If we just do some math, a part-time receptionist will cost you around $30,000 per year on average. And that's not including the calls that they're missing and the revenue that you're missing as a result of that. When you take that into account, for a part-time receptionist, you're losing about $40,000 per year. An AI receptionist costs a fraction of that. I'll be completely transparent with how pricing works for these receptionists. Initial setup costs run anywhere from $2,000 and $5,000. with an ongoing recurring monthly fee of somewhere around $200 to $500. These costs vary depending on the type of business that you have and the needs that you have with the receptionist. So for the cost of $200 to $500 per month, you have total 24/7 reliable coverage of your business, ensuring that you never miss a lead. All the time, the question isn't whether you can afford an AI receptionist. The question is, can you afford to keep on missing calls and throwing revenue down the drain? The fifth and final myth that I hear quite often for some reason is that people don't call businesses anymore. When I hear this, it tells me instantly that this person is disconnected from the data. People absolutely call businesses every single day, especially in home services and in trade businesses. When a pipe bursts in the middle of the night, nobody's filling out a contact form and waiting for an email response. And in the middle of the summer, when their AC blows out, once again, they're calling. Industry data shows that small businesses miss 60 to 80% of their incoming calls. Yes, your business hours are probably 9 to 5, but customers don't operate on your schedule. They call when they need something, and if you're not there to pick up the phone, they move on to the next guy. So those are the 5 biggest myths that I see about AI receptions that I see on almost a daily basis. And I hope this cleared up exactly what this technology does and doesn't do, so you have all the information necessary to make an informed decision to help benefit your business. And if you are a small business owner, I do offer free consultations where I go over and show you exactly what an AI receptionist could sound like for your specific business. The link to book is in the description, no pressure though. And that's all I have for you guys today. Until next time.